Morning everyone, big things happening today. We got the forks on the tractor, we got a trailer truck on its way here with our new blast cabinet, and I'm super excited to share the whole event with you because, well, it's a big upgrade for the shop and it's a big cabinet, and let's get into it. All right, hopefully this all goes well. We got the forks on the tractor. I was told the cabinet weighs 500 pounds. They don't have a lift gate, so we should be good with unloading it. That's more than capable. It depends on the driver and how this all works. It's Estes, the shipping company. They've been great communication-wise. So we'll have to move a couple things to get other stuff out of the way so we can get the new cabinet in the shop. When it gets here, I'll tell you the company, the model we got, and why we chose it. All right, I hear the truck out front. Let's get the tractor fired up, meet him down there while he gets that thing ready, and hopefully this goes well. Oh yeah, and it's almost November. I'm in a short-sleeve shirt. It's like almost 80 today, although it's gonna be like a high of 40 next week, so welcome to me. All right, delivery driver didn't know he was gonna be in a YouTube video today. Say hello. Hello. So he's bringing our goodies. It's the new blast cabinet. Here it is. Super excited to get this thing offloaded. That's sketchy. Holy shit, this thing is big. All right, a little finagling, but we got it. So this is our 976 from TP Tools Skat Blast cabinet. So Skat Blast, as you know, is made in the USA, and that was one of the driving factors, as well as parts availability. They have everything on hand, and they had a huge cabinet selection, and the price point wasn't too bad, honestly, for a small shop like ourselves. So this thing, inside dimensions, is 58 inches wide, 34 inches tall, and 28 deep. So essentially, anything that we can handle here powder coating, within a few real exception to a big parts, we could now blast ourselves in-house because we're replacing this little cyclone cabinet that we've had for years, which has been a good little cabinet. It's just not big enough. Even for a set of wheels, manipulating them and stuff like that, it's just tough. This cabinet's gonna change it all. So let me move some stuff around here. Let's get this in, unbox it, and set it up. All right guys, here she is. She's in the shop. Just set it in here with the tractor. We got Steve here now. He's gonna actually help me unbox this bad boy. I'm gonna move some of this equipment out of the way here, because essentially it's gonna go, you can do your thing, man, don't worry about me. Yeah, make noise. This thing here is gonna go away. We're gonna sell that, recoup a little bit of the money, not a lot, but that has its own self-contained vacuum system like the new one does as well. The press is gonna have to move, because that new booth essentially is gonna take up this entire section right here, up to this wall. And we'll be able to plumb it. I think everything else will work fine right here and come out to about the same as far as depth goes. It's at least what everything is out here. But the press, I think, is going to go on that side of the shop because we hardly use it at all. So the occasional use we have, we'll put on the wall where those ladders are probably, and I think that'll work. I feel like super, like, special being able to, like, take a big crate apart. Never done that here. This is the biggest package we've gotten. Woo-hoo. I see it too. Wow. That is big. All right, this is our Miller mobile welder that's eventually going to end up living in the back of a Dodge, honestly. It'll take up way less room there. And then our 3-in-1 machine, we're going to roll that bad boy out of the way. This is a fab table. Our buddy over at Main Off-Road, TJ, has completely cut out everything for us. So now we need to get this thing put together and welded, but that'll be another episode. Let's move stuff. We carved out a void in a pretty short amount of time. I already have my regulated air here. I say regulated, it's not. I have a regulator, but that's the one that feeds our powder coat booth. So this is full compressor pressure right here, so around 150 pounds. So we're gonna drop that down into another regulator that I bought separately because the machine doesn't come with that. So I did get a regulator. We do have power here to run their blower and lights and everything else. So hopefully everything reaches right here. And it's, I think the air comes in over here. If not, whatever, we'll figure it out, get a longer hose. But besides that, they package everything you bought for accessories, everything's well packaged, and it's all inside the booth, which is really cool. And it comes with a 50, 60, 45 pound bag of blast grit to try. It's their Skat Magic. So let's get this unloaded, and so it weighs a little less, and then we'll get it in the corner. Because they want you to read this before you use it, but yeah, we'll get to that. We're just looking at the goodies. So this is the wheel roller I bought. So this here, you kind of just set in the cabinet, and then you can set your wheel on that, and you can kind of roll the wheel as you're blasting it. And all the reviews on this, everybody was like, if you're blasting wheels, you need to have this. So we got it. That was an extra. I got the extra replacement windows for this large viewing window, which is like 12 by 45. And this is probably the shaker. Oh no, this may be the lights. But I ordered that shaker unit too. All right, we unboxed our vibrator. And you can buy just the vibrating motor, but we got the little variable speed thing as well, because I don't know how fast or how hard you want to use it. It was like 10 bucks more to get it with this. So it comes with, looks like through bolts and self tappers. I don't know which would be better, but basically it just mounts down here and then it just vibrates this whole lower unit. So not a big deal, not hard to install. We'll throw that on there as well. All right, we unboxed the last box. No, actually that's the vacuum. But basically we got some lights. They make their own complete like light switch boxes here, which is pretty freaking rad. And that just literally mounts to the top, and one light plugs into the other light, and then you use a switch. And it's just an old school floodlight. So real basic, real simple, but you know what? I like basic and simple. It ain't gonna break. Then your light bulbs right here, then your flow foot switch and some air line there, and our suction line for the vacuum. So let's figure out how that goes on. Oh, right there. And then we'll probably throw this on at least for now before we slide the cabinet in place. What do you think? Yeah. Here's our vacuum setup from Skat Blast. Looks like they make their own of these. Is this setup as well as all homemade? I'm digging it. You want to pop that top off? I'm just curious what the filter setup looks like. I want to show them. I'm assuming it's just straight up and it has like a shop. This is basically a shop bag. Yeah. 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 It's a big old shop bag that they make. So that's cool. So that'd be replaceable, and or you can blow it out and shake it out. So that's cool. I like that better than the sock on my old cabinet. That thing clogged up bad. Right. All right, pretty simple connection. Just come out of your cabinet from the back on that flange, right to the vacuum right here. And then we're gonna slide it right in there, and we've pointed our exhaust kind of blowing out this way, because if we were blowing it that way, that's where we do all our powder coating, and that wouldn't really work. Well, we nailed that as far as space goes. Yeah. And it's easy to slide out and replace stuff, and we can get our door almost wide open. This is our chemical fridge, but it's on wheels, so if I had a big part I had to get in here, we could still easily move it. And honestly, it doesn't fit too bad here. It doesn't even look too bad. So I don't think we could have gone much bigger, but that works, bud. All right, let's finish setting it up and try it. All right, so the air regulator I got is a 1/4 inch, because our lines, our hoses are 1/4 inch. However, the main line in the shop is like 3/4 down to half. Then we necked it down to our 3/8 shut off. Now this thing recommends for optimal pressure, even though they run a 1/4 inch on this side, 3/8 airline. So I'm gonna nix putting my 1/4 inch regulator on here, and I'm gonna get a 3/8 regulator and a 3/8 connection there and a 3/8 hose. So for now, we'll just run our long airline, which is obviously gonna be less than ideal, right into the foot switch so we can play around with it. But we are gonna get a 3/8 regulator. I just wanted to say that, and so it can be properly hooked up through the regulator. But in the meantime, we're gonna get this bad boy screwed on with the self tappers, and if we have any issues with that, we will change them out to the bolts and nuts. Oh baby, that thing is vibrating now. Woo! That works good, bud. That works good, and we got the variable speed up there, so you can kind of adjust the speed if you're vibrating. Yeah. So we're gonna throw some grit at this thing. Trying to do too many things at once, I almost stabbed myself with my knife. All right, Steve, you lift it. Thanks. Steve's gonna lift it, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna get out of the way. Clearly I can't run the knife, so. And I couldn't tell you what grit it is. I can give you the part number, but there's quite a bit in here. And it's a medium cut, so it's obviously a glass bead. So we'll pour that in there, and the part number is right there. It's a 66704-45. So we'll see how it does. And I think it's gonna work good on the aluminum wheels we're gonna try it on. All right, we're gonna a little wheel roller. I'm gonna cut this open. We're gonna put it in the cabinet and try one of our Chevy wheels on and give it a shot. All right, we got our lights hooked up. One's plugged into the other one, and it actually does work. So it's a switched outlet, which is nice. So when you turn this one on, it turns them both on. But I mean, unless you didn't want that, but oh my, I can't tell you the last time I saw inside that well in my blast cabinet, bud. That is freaking awesome. So that wheel there has a bunch of peeling clear coat, and it's gonna get actually powder coated chrome. So we're gonna give this thing a quick little blast and see how we do. Check that out. Now let's try the blaster. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Dude.
What are we gonna do with all this spare time?
Yeah. What do you mean? This takes a long time. This is by the hour, pal.
Well, we should have kept the other cabinet.
Oh, this is nice. This is gonna be a game changer for flipping customized. Man, it would just—I wasn't even using the vibrating for the shaker as far as getting the grit to go down to the base of the cabinet. As soon as I turn that on, this stuff all slid right down. So I would say that shaker's worth 130 bucks. And it blasts phenomenal. Super happy with it. There's a smile on this face right here because this has been long overdue. A good upgrade for us here at Flip and Customize because we do a lot of powder coating. So we're super psyched to have this new Skat Blast cabinet, and the best part of it is it's made in the USA. So thanks for hanging out with us. You know, getting something new and big, a new piece of equipment for a small business, a small shop is a pretty big deal. And this is one of the big upgrade for us. So we're super happy to have this cabinet. And thanks for hanging with us this video. Let us know what you want to see for next time or other videos. That's it for us tonight. Scott, Steve, Flip and Customized.